The proposed US bill to end the optional practical training OPT program is causing concern among Indian students studying in the US. Currently, OPT allows international STEM, that's science, tech, engineering and math students to stay up for up to 3 years after graduation to work in the United States. And with over 3 lakh Indian students studying in the US, many are now in a state of panic as they fear they could be forced to leave immediately after graduation unless they transition to an H-1B visa. What exactly is this bill about? Well, the bill in question is aimed at ending the OPT program, which currently allows international students, particularly those in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, to stay in the US for up to 3 years after graduation to work. To take this forward, we have with us live from Kansas City, legal expert Rekha Sharma-Crawford. Thank you so much for making time for us. Just to understand this better, if this bill to end the OPT program passes, what immediate legal consequences could Indian students face upon graduation? And could this lead to mass deportations or leave students in a legal limbo?
I think that is what's happening, right? I mean, you're seeing it in the attack on student visas to begin with. And I think what you're starting to see is this. Now, this is a bill in Congress, so it is not anything that's going to happen quickly. Right. But if it does pass both houses of Congress and is signed into law by the president, then I think there's going to be grave concerns about the immediate impact and how quickly that would require people to leave. I think that's going to cause issues with training, with issues with studies. Right. So, yeah, I think it can potentially wreak a lot of havoc.
In fact, Ms. Crawford, for many Indian students, as we know, OPT is the gateway to building a career in the United States. How do you then foresee this bill affecting their professional futures, especially considering the competitive nature of the H-1B visa lottery?
And I think this is part and parcel of an overarching concern that we have right now, which is that the students are all under attack. We know that there are increased numbers of visas that are being revoked and people being terminated through the SEVIS system, which is the Student and Exchange Visitor Information System, which is the database that tracks international students. So I think the two are tied together, right. And they are an effort to really kind of increase the amount of influence that this administration is trying to have on global economies.
Right, and also given that international students contribute significantly to the economy in the US, how might the elimination of OPT actually affect industries that rely on STEM graduates from countries like India? Could this backfire for the US economy in the long term?
And to be honest, I don't think the administration cares. I mean, right. We're seeing that wide scale and whole scale across a lot of our areas in the U.S. immigration system right now. I think that there will be an incredible brain drain, if you will, if the system, if the OPT bill actually passes. I think people will look for other places to go and other opportunities that are outside of the United States. And I think that's going to be a huge impact for the industry here as well as abroad.
And in the event that the OPT is eliminated, if it happens, do Indian students have any legal options, or is transitioning to an H-1B visa their only hope? Are there any other avenues they might explore to remain in the US?
I mean, the problem is it's becoming more and more restrictive. And so, you know, those options are starting to get narrower and narrower. And I mean, the H-1B program, of course, you know, with its backlogs, with its caps, is not a great solution for students. You know, higher education, again, with some of those issues that are going with student visas right now, that may also be closing those opportunities. I think really, honestly, this administration uses some of these tactics to influence or put economic pressure onto a variety of countries to try and see if they can, you know, maximize gain for the administration. And I think that's what's happening here. It'll be interesting to see what the long-term impact is and how long some of this effort actually goes into play.
Well, we'll be keeping a close eye on all the developments. Thank you so much, Rekha Sharma-Crawford, for joining us on NDTV.